Hey there, if you've been really struggling to come up with social media content ideas for Facebook, Insta, then in this video, I'm going to share 18 easy yet effective ideas to help kickstart your creativity, keep your social postings consistent, and as well attract more prospects into your business. So stick around. Come with content, whether it be for blog posting, social posting, can be hard. It is hard, and for me, I hate writing, but I had to do it because if I wanted to build a business, I had to be able to craft my messages and content that will help my audience. And when I first started out, it was really time consuming. It was frustrating just to come up with a single post, and sometimes it would take too long, an hour or two, just to come up with a content, one single post. But only when I decided to get really serious and plan my day, and that was to set a day or two and just focus on social posting, was I able to come up with content that was of value, that would help my target audience. And when I set out another day or two just for blog posting, was I able to come up with ideas or topics for my blog post. So with social posting or just posting content, you just have to set a time away and just lock yourself away and come up with content that will help your audience. And it's not about quantity, rather it's about providing value. So think about the quality of content that will fix your audience pains, frustrations, and their desires, and help them reach those goals or get them closer to those goals and fix their problem. So by scheduling it out, you'll have a more easier time and more fun in creating content that will help people. And you have tools that are available, like say Facebook business page. You can use Business Suite or Creative Studio to plan your content and have it scheduled out automatically. So that frees up a lot of time for you. So you can schedule out videos, schedule out posts or images and so on. And with Facebook personal profile, Business Suite is not available. Obviously, it's just for Facebook business page, but you have third-party tools like Meteger, Hootsuite, and so on to schedule out your posts to more platforms like Insta, Facebook, and so on. So check it out. It's worth it. You may have to pay, but the time you save is well worth the investment. So do seriously consider, getting a tool to help you make life so much easier. As well, backtracking to what I was talking about before, in order to grow your business, in order to recruit more people, it's not about spamming away about your product or the company. Rather, it's about building a trust in your brand. Because at the end of the day, people will follow you if they trust you. With companies, they come and go. There could be change in management. There could be change in compensation plan, which leaves you in a pickle. And if you do change the company one day, those people who have built up the followers, well, you've lost them because of the fact that you've changed companies. But if you build your brand and you build trust, people will listen to you and follow your recommendations. So do consider, when you're promoting your business, promote your brand and bring up your trust with your audience by providing content value. Now, with that said, let's check out the 18 ideas that you can use for social posting. Number 1, articles and blog posts. So if you have a blog, which I highly recommend that you should have one, a website, you can turn those blog posts and repurpose it into chunk bits and have it as one post. So you have 8 tips. So the first tip you can use as one post, second tip as a second post, or you can grab a quote from the blog post and turn it into a shareable quote and use a tool like Canva to fancy it up. You can even turn a video, screencast it live on your desktop and talk about the blog post or the topic using a blog post. Number 2, evergreen blog posts. Those are the ones that have high shelf life, so they're still relevant. So you can rewrite it, repurpose it however you want and turn it into video and just share it out as a post as well. Similar to blog posts, you can take out a chunk and turn it into a quote if you wish. You can take screenshots of the blog post and share as an image too. Live videos is big. Get onto lives. If you haven't, just get yourself, be prepared, because it helps you with a bit of organic reach, and it's very useful. So do consider using lives. You can use it as a live to interview successful entrepreneurs, customers who've used the product, and then again, you can repurpose the lives into video posts later down the track, or turn it into a blog post by transcribing the video using Rev or Simon Says, and turn it into a blog post content with the video there. And then you could again use the transcribing transcribed content, and turn those chunk bits into posting ideas too, or into quotes, or into bite-sized videos. Videos, pre-recorded ones, they're great. Think about YouTube. Upload your video to YouTube or IGTV. All you need is a simple smartphone, a tripod, good lighting, and you're good to go. You could pre-record a video of a quote, of a blog post, article, or whatever you want. Screencaster, you can even do screencasting using Canva. It's a useful, awesome tool, so think about using that. If you want a screencast, you can use tools like ScreenFlow, Cam Studio, and so on. Bite-sized videos. So again, those are little short clips of videos, 5-6 seconds of a Boomerang that comes to mind, or TikTok. And you can use bite-sized videos to talk about a bit of intro into the blog post, or something of an article that you can use, and use the bite-sized videos of that, or just images, a series of images that's relevant to your business. Animations, again, you can use Canva or Animoto, turn a series of images into a video or animation or series of quotes and so on. So think about using that. Behind the scenes, so behind the scenes of how a company goes, or how you set up the business for the day, take images of that, or then and before images. Or like me, I'm using a video behind the scenes in my daughter's bedroom. Sometimes you use my son's, or the living room, or outside. So that's a bit of behind the scenes there. It's not neat, obviously, in my daughter's room. So I've cut out the rest. Focus on me. Quotes, they're great to use. So anything that's relatable to your niche. Like in my niche, don't worry about being successful, but work toward being significant. And the success will naturally follow, by Oprah Winfrey. So I put an image there. So check it out on jasonou.com/read121 for an example there. So I just use a Canva to fence it up and make it shareable. I could use the Canva to turn it into a video. You can use those animations that have a little simple ScreenFlow or pop-up type of animation to make it stand out using videos. Again, like I mentioned the first tip, you can use a quote from your article, blog post, and turn it into a quote too, using Canva. Number 9, memes. If you're great one-liners, which a lot of people do, but I'm not. Or you could take one that's relatable and not offensive, and just attribute that, or you can use a meme generator and create your own. There's a great example by Chubbies on my website there, jasonou.com/read121. You have a photobomb photo of this guy who's just taken a leap. He's shirtless behind these two girls. Little quote there, photobombing expert mode. So check it out, it's very funny. It's a good example of how you can use memes as well. Number 10, conduct interviews. So again, what I mentioned with lives, you could turn that into interview or videos using StreamYard or Ecamm and so on, and interview the successful entrepreneurs, customers who use the product. Again, you can remix that, use a transcribing service and turn to a blog post and so on, or even extract that as an audio for a podcast. So think about doing that, especially for those who are nervous with lives. You could, interviews are a great way to keep you calm. Tips and tricks, number 11. So share a couple of short tips to help out with your audience, targeted audience that is, or tutorials that will help them, address a couple or one issue there. Ask a question. So I'm not going to go through that. I've got a series of questions there on the blog. Again, go to jasonou.com/read121. One idea is, I'm looking for a business-related book recommendation. Have you read anything lately that you've loved? Comment below. So just to get a bit of engagement and conversation going. Number 13, fill in the blanks. So again, I've got a lot of examples. Just go to the website. One of them is fill in the blank. My biggest social media marketing headache is fill in the blank. And obviously with the questions there, have an image. If your image is stop the scrolls, so make it, you could have an image of you, going, I've got a fill in the blank or question, or use Canva, to do a jazzy one that so grabs the eye and just fill in the question there. And you have a post there, it says comment below. Number 14, would you rather post? So I had my son asking me this recently. Would you rather be a Premier of Victoria or Prime Minister of Australia? Well, it was a tough question, but I chose Premier Victoria. Who would want to be a Prime Minister or even a Premier? So, check out for some examples there that I have. This or that, number 15. So would you prefer this or would you prefer that? And there's a great example here where provided by the gang at Salty Road. They have an image there of stripes or solid. So choose A or B. So that gets the comments engagement going. Obviously, with this type of questions, ask the question, fill the blanks, this or that. You want to have a mix of business related and personal. So you don't want to be all about business. You want to make it fun too. And number 16, getting to that lifestyle post. So share a bit about you, your family, your personal, your hobbies, and so on. Just to share a bit of slice of your life. So I've got some examples there, but obviously share yourself a bit. Not by overdoing it, of course. Number 17, sharing a milestone. If you reach the goal already, share it out, and share how you did it. Will you as well feature an interview or an article? Share with it how you overcome a struggle and so on, an incentive, or you finally got the guts to go into live. So share that out too. Repurpose your content. Again, it goes back to my earlier points, but repurposing content is a fantastic way to save time, but come up with ideas to repurpose that. So like I said earlier, use your lives, use your videos, but did you know you can use Movie Maker or Real Player or website like YouTube MP3 to extract audio from your videos, and you can use the audio to upload to a podcast and have people from your social posts to visit your podcast. Again, like I said, you can repurpose your video by transcribing it and turn it into a blog post, and then use the article chunks of those transcribed posts and grab a chunk of it and share it as a post too. Or you can read it out on the video and share on the video, screen capture, whatever you wish. So repurposing is a great way to squeeze out as much juice from your videos, from your blog posts, from your lives, animations, and so on, to make it more efficient in creating content and staying consistent, and most of all providing value for our audience. So when you have that in mind to help your audience, you go a long way in building up your credibility and your trust. That's something that you can't build up overnight, but you can build up over time. So that's how a business should be, by applying consistent right actions to grow a business and to draw people into your business to attract more prospects and hopefully turn them into customers and teammates or whatever you want in a positive sense, and grow your business. So hopefully that's helped you. Subscribe, check out the blog post that I just mentioned at jasonliu.com/read121. And if you found this useful, subscribe. Cheers.